Who lost their light?
What a good question. What a good question. It was just somebody's batteries went out. Look at that picture. This is... Wait! If I roll up, it says the picture says it's dark here.
It's not funny.
No, it's funny.
It's funny.
Terrible.
But it's not funny. It's fiction, so it's like a little bit funny.
Oh, this is awful. I hate it here. I hate it here. Anyway, you ready? What time is it?
4:20.
Perfect.
4:20, baby.
4:20? Let's blaze it.
Oh, Easter's on 4:20.
Aw. He is risen. And he's keep rising. Now he's high as a kite.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to hell. So, anyway.
You'll be a buccaneer.
I'll be with fucking good company, at least. This is bad.
Why?
This is bad.
So bad.
Oh, God.
Does Mustang even really know that much about alchemy besides, like, fire stuff?
That's a good question.
Also, like, they need to heal her, like, now. Because, like, you need to get all the stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's my concern.
Yeah. Yeah. Dara.
Cause, like,
Dara, I can't.
Because that's the thing of, like, we need to heal her, like, first, because they need to get all the stuff to make a human.
Yeah, well, it's better to heal than to. But, I mean, if you're using the Philosopher's Stone, you don't have to get anything. You can create from nothing with a Philosopher's Stone.
Right, but I'm saying, don't they need to heal her first, because they need to get all the stuff, and, like, she's bleeding out, so they should probably heal her first?
Yeah.
So what? Yeah. So, like, they need, I don't know if they need, like, work around to, like...
We'll figure it out. We're gonna learn real quick, Dara.
I'm upset.
Anyway, are you ready?
No, because I feel like we're gonna end on a place where I don't want to end. We don't have a choice.
We got a full episode. Things can happen. Anyway, ready for Lost Light?
No.
Too bad.
Okay.
Alright, and we're back.
Great.
We're talking about Fullmetal Alchemist, Brotherhood, episode 59. Lost Light.
So previously.
Someone's losing their light today.
Previously.
Yes.
So Hawkeye's dying.
Yeah.
Mustang's upset.
Yeah.
Scar's just there.
Scar's like, this feels really intimate right now. I'm not sure I should be here watching this.
But the question is Mustang going to create a transmutation circle to save Hawkeye?
That is the question that we open up on. So we open up kind of with the recap from last episode, of course. Yes, Hawkeye has her neck sliced open, and he's like, human transmutation maybe on this girl. You like girl? You do human transmutation? And so Mustang seems like really
like close.
Like he's taking it to heart, and he's like struggling with the.
Because like even though like he loves his team and loves all of his soldiers, like he loves Reza the most.
Well, he's known Reza the longest.
I think he loves her the most. And I'm not even saying like
not even a ship way.
Yeah, not even a ship way, but like even if like when we got to like that, but like some of the stuff later, like I okay, but anyway, continue.
Yeah, no, exactly.
This is gonna be so much fun to edit.
Oh, you get to edit this one.
I do.
Oh, fuck. Good luck. Enjoy this.
I'm excited. This is hilarious.
I'm happy.
Gotta keep going.
Okay. Whew. Anyway, so Mustang seems like really grappling with this decision, and he's like, okay. And the guy's like, cool, you gotta do it. He's like,
oh, it's okay, buddy. What's Scar thinking during all this?
I knew you'd see reason. All right, Lieutenant.
I wish I was on vacation right now.
I won't perform the transmutation. You'd forsake her. How very cold of you.
That's fine. She's fine with that. It's upsetting, but
You seem to have no trouble treating these men as your sacrificial pawns.
No! He's like, I'm absolutely not doing that. And the guy's like, what? So he's like, I'm not doing that, bro. That's literally not the thing. Like, we don't do that here.
Quick question, just because I think this part's gonna come up in any second now. Mm-hmm. Did he see somebody up there? Or he was just hoping? That's
a great question. I don't think I caught if he did or not.
I don't know if he did, but he was putting a lot of, because I feel I don't know if he would have ever said yes.
Yeah.
But if he, I kind of think if he had no hope, he would have.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
I don't know. I still think he would have wouldn't have liked his decision, but I think especially the relationship. They talk about this later.
No, but I think like if he, because like I think he might have saw something being like, okay, I've got hope, or like maybe he thought like Scar could get out of it, so he had like a little bit of hope. I think if he had no hope, he would have done it, because I feel like if he just let Hawkeye die, even though she said that he should, he would never forgive himself.
Yeah,
and then probably
would have been interesting.
Probably would have finish the fight and then be done. Well,
I don't. It's a good question. That we can speculate all we want.
That's what I think personally.
Yeah. So then Mustang, he talks to the guy, and then they're having this back and forth, because I think the doctor guy is kind of then talking about like, oh yeah, no, like these soldiers though, like they're not, because they kind of piss on like the way that these soldiers are being treated.
These men are more than happy to lay down their lives for me. They were abandoned.
We gotta get that stone.
Left by their parents, they would have all died without my care. I saw to their education.
That's not very nice.
I gave them a reason to keep on living.
Did they?
I infused their very existence with purpose.
But I won't even give them
names.
names.
I showed them, they remain grateful to me.
And that's just the sort of overconfidence that could get you in trouble.
Yeah.
What do you...
What happened?
Ooh.
Finished.
What happened?
And he's like, no, but you see, they wouldn't have had parents either way. Like, I took them, I raised them, and but I made sure that they were smart and taken care of and good fighters or whatever. Also, you never gave them names, you fucking asshole. And then you use them to like for human sacrifice whenever you need to. So
unfortunately, it is all they know.
Big jerk. But anyway, Mustang is like, all right, well, kind of says something, and then all of a sudden, the doctor just disappears.
Yeah.
Like in a blink of an eye, the doctor is gone, and the vial with the Philosopher's Stone kind of falls to the ground, and then we realize
it doesn't break.
Yeah, does not break, so that it's still viable. And we realize that
Grateful, all right.
Remember those guys?
Show you just how grateful we are.
That's true.
Somebody say Hawkeye.
Down there, loose
For the love of God.
That's the end of you.
No.
I'm gonna eat you.
Just listen to me! I'm the only doctor here right now that can use alchemy! Without me, you can never save the woman! Don't you understand?
True?
Yeah, nice try, Doctor, but I won't fall for that.
The other folks who were around the tunnel, they're here now. Because remember, they broke off from before, and that group contained Mei Chang, Zappano, Jerso, and I think Darius was in this group as well.
Yeah, I think it was
all the Chimeras.
All the Chimeras besides Heinkel.
Yeah, so, but this is also important because as this doctor is talking about, like, oh, he's like, I actually helped these people in my position in the military, and then he gets fucking slurped up by one of the Chimeras who are like, bro, you fucked us over.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely not. What do you mean? So it's kind of fitting for that guy to have, then been taken out, not fully, but partially incapacitated by the people that, one of his own victims. So
yeah.
It's nice. And so then kind of a fight scene.
We can break free.
Off. Yeah, we break free of everything. We start fighting.
Can May do it?
She is good at healing.
Yeah. Hey, May.
May, I have a quick question for you.
Get it. Get it. Get it. Oh.
Out of my way!
Yeah. Oh.
I guess one glove's still working.
Yeah.
Lieutenant! Come on, stay with me!
I'm gonna cry, aren't I?
Lieutenant, open your eyes!
Then May shows up, and Zappano shows up, and May is spending a lot of time trying to get the gosh darn Philosopher's Stone. She's like, oh, Philosopher's Stone, I need that.
I thought she was against it because she figured out how they were made.
She wouldn't make one herself.
But if she got one.
In the same way that, like, she was fine with, like, carrying Envy around to bring home. But she still needs to ensure the survival of her clan right now. This is the only thing that she can think of that can do it.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't make one herself, because that's bad. But if it's there.
Meanwhile, the beginning of Cailin going feral.
Yeah. No, how do I talk about this without going insanely fair? So, of course, like, Mustang goes over to make sure Reese is okay. Spoiler alert, she's bleeding out. And May, who is, like, this close from grabbing the Philosopher's Stone,
she's like
she sees this, and she's like,
fuck!
Oh my god.
I have to get that stone.
This poor girl.
Don't you dare die! Stay with me, Lieutenant!
Do it, May!
You gotta make a choice, May. You gotta make a choice, May.
She comes first.
Yay!
You're so right.
Yay!
Lieutenant!
I've stopped the bleeding for now, but she still needs to see a doctor.
I gotta do the right thing,
I gotta do the right thing. Because good news is, because May is, of course, master of alchemy, she's a very good healer, so she's able to at least go and stop the bleeding and, like,
prevent death.
Yeah, prevent death, which is really good.
She's still injured. It should probably get to a hospital.
We appreciate that. And then I go feral.
Thank you. I owe you.
Okay, I'm good now. Ah! God, I can't with these two. They're killing me. Alright, I'm good.
So sorry.
No, don't speak. Just rest now.
You understood.
I can't do it.
Not sure how, but I'm glad.
We've been together long enough.
Kiss?
They're now never.
I believe you.
Because then Mustang and Hawkeye have a moment.
It was really nice. And even, like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
it was, like, obviously, it does feel, like, it does, like, you can get, like, the romantic sense, but also, like, just, like, as, like, these, like, two, like, best friends kind of vibe, and just, like, that, like...
No, I never want to undercut the importance of their relationship by, like, being like, oh my god, they're my ship, they're, like, my OTP. But,
They are
like,
your ship.
They are, but, like, I think it's more important, like, right, their personal relationship. And it's so important, like, we have to understand that, like, even while one is, like, actively dying and they're then, like, scrubbing her in his arms and everything like that, they're never calling each other by their first names. It's always Lieutenant, Colonel, Lieutenant, Colonel.
Don't they call each other by that? Like, I guess, like they call each other by their first name sometimes, right?
No.
Never?
Never. No.
Huh.
At least not while they're in the military together.
Okay.
I think Risa may have said, like, Roy back when, you know, he was a student of her father's, but
Yeah.
like, not. Or, yeah. But
I will say it is nice to see, like, a heightened fantasy, like fantasy sci-fi show where a lot of times, like, those, like, romantic, like, feelings are very heightened and very, like, passionate and that kind of thing. And it's nice to see, like the feeling of, like, two friends who are, like, a man and a woman and, like, having that, like, they can be that close and, like, yes, to some people can come up as, like, romantic, but, like, getting the vibe of, like, it can also just be, like, you love each other, like, so much.
Yeah, I think it's hard to, you know, it's one of those things, you know, we can't really categorize this as, like, friendship or romance. It's just more of, like, they just have a deep bond that is, like, partially and or mostly formed on, like, a shared trauma experience. But it's just something that, like, they are deeply, inexplicably tied together. Mm-hmm. And in a way that's, like, fun and sometimes messy and kind of weird.
It's kind of like a thing of, like, if they did get together, you wouldn't, like, if somebody, like, if they went to their friends, be like, hey, we're dating now, and they'd be like, yeah, we're not surprised.
Is it time to reveal this, Dara? Is it time to
what
reveal
are we revealing?
So one of the things that makes me feral about these two is that the creator once said in like an offhanded comment in, like, one of the art behind the scenes books that was like, oh yeah, if there wasn't an anti-fraternization law in the military, these two would have been married by now. She's like, oh yeah, no, they definitely would have been married. They just can't do it because they're in the military together.
So basically, once they were, but like I don't even know if this is gonna happen at this point. But, like, if he became, like, if Mustang became the ruler, could they?
I don't know I don't think she would ever leave the military if he was still in it.
But, like,
do you understand why I'm in pain most of my life?
But I guess, like, if they changed the government around, like, would it be a military-based thing?
Yeah. I mean, God, I just want somebody to be...
Do I think that she would leave the military for him? No, of course not.
Never.
I think, like, maybe, like, if he, like, decide, like, they feel like that it'd probably be a thing of, like, they would stay in the military for, like, as long as they possibly could. Yeah. And then once they both decided to retire, they would, like, get, like, a little, like, cottage where do
retire to the country.
Where do the orcs live?
Risenbull.
Like, get a little cottage.
Hang out with the sheep in Risenbull.
Yeah. They also feel like type people like they don't actually want like kids or anything, so like they don't need to.
Yeah. So do you
and like
do you
have like
understand,
some nice hard sex?
Do you understand why I'm like this?
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's because of the. That's not the only reason, but like
because you knew that
the nature of their relationship is fascinating.
Because like because the thing of just like, am I just like reading into this? I don't know if this is what the author intended.
Yeah,
and
she's like,
and even then like you don't have to like go with what the author like intends after.
That's
And you can still like have your thing, but like because she said that, you're like, oh, it was a possibility.
Yeah. I was saying this before we recorded this, but I've always really liked Mustang and Hawkeye as characters. I always kind of like ship them or whatever, because I think when I was younger and I was like a teenager, I was like, oh yes, two like strong, powerful, and capable adults. What a good power couple. And now I'm like, as an adult, I'm like, oh, these are two highly traumatized human beings with a suicide pact. Like this, that's so messy. And I love that for them. So but as they're kind of together and they share some looks that make me
it's like
lose my shit.
It's really cute.
Yeah, like cause he's like, and I'm like, that's probably the most like intimate and affectionate thing we ever see of them. But like we really wait till it's a great payoff if like this is what you want.
The good news is you're not alone in this ship.
Thank you.
I think
there's a lot of.
There's probably fan art which I don't like looking up because then I don't want to get spoiled.
Sometimes I will. Anyway,
you want not the gross stuff though. I'm assuming.
No. Just every so often I'll be like, nice. Okay, wait. This is so important. This is such a tangent, but I need to talk about this. When I was like in high school, I was doing like those like stupid ass like tests like BuzzFeed quizzes. This was before, but like the websites like before BuzzFeed quizzes. Yeah. So I was on one of them doing a thing, and it was I don't know if it was about like zodiac signs or like if you're like a Cancer, this blah blah blah. But I was like clicking through like little slideshow, and one of them was about like romance and something, and like one of the star signs, and then like I was looking at the art that they had because it'd always be like a picture and then like text at the bottom, and I looked at the picture and I kept looking at the picture and I was like, this is Mustang and Hawkeye fan art. It was like completely unrelated to Fullmetal Alchemist. It was just like I guess someone was like, oh, this is a cute drawing of a couple, and I was like, I know what you are. I was so confused.
You're in my dreams.
I probably have a screenshot of it on my old computer somewhere because I was just like so like taken aback. I was like, what? Is it on here? Is it on this computer? We're not looking at that right now, but because it was many years ago at this point. But I just remember being like, this is so funny.
Unfortunately, we do have to get back to the plot.
We do have to get back to the plot. But I will say before we move on from this, Hawkeye Mustang, they have a moment where they are talking to each other. And he's like, and she was like, hey, thanks for not doing that. And he's like, you would have killed me if I did. So,
that's true.
It's so interesting that even with how close they are, like I think they have a respect over their own wishes to like not always go against that. I mean, I think Hawkeye's gone against his orders sometimes because he was being stupid. But most of the time, like, they respect deeply each other's wishes, even if that results, in bad things happening. So, I love them.
I just want old Mustang and Hawkeye to, like, find a country house in the cottage or find a cottage in, like, a country where we can all see the beautiful colors.
Yeah, we'll get to one of the reasons why that's a problem, in a bit. The second reason why that's a problem is that they're both horribly traumatized war criminals. They are probably never going to find happiness. Anyway.
Not with that attitude!
So, before, we go back to May trying to get her hands on this Philosopher's Stone before she can do that, somebody else comes into the room.
It's the last one of them.
Hooray, we did it! That was a lot!
That was a lot.
Of your help. Sure.
This is gonna be so much fun to edit.
All right, the stone.
Get it!
Get it! Get him! Get him! Oh,
hello?
What the fuck is this? Oh, this fucking fuck!
Bradley.
Cut his eye out!
His wounds aren't regenerating.
Keep stabbing him!
King Bradley is here!
Fuck!
Yeah, it's bad, fam. Because he found a way to, after he fell into that ravine or whatever, he was able to kind of swim through the sewer systems and then emerge here. So he's ready to stop these guys from doing whatever they're doing because he's not a fan of this. But he is still injured. So King Bradley is injured. We kind of talked about this a little bit last episode. But his wounds are not healing. So this is a very important thing to understand. So because we're wondering, he is a homunculus, he should be able to heal his own wounds. But for one reason or another, could be if he like overexerted his Philosopher's Stone, or if it's part of the reason why his like, his physical human body is like not as hot as it used to be.
I think it's because like, technically like Greed's from he has had human body and like that. I know he's got the ultimate shield, but like he can heal pretty quickly.
Yeah, so
I do wonder if it's like the stone like.
Yeah,
I feel like Father should like rejuvenate them every
so often, right?
Yeah.
But I'm sure but for King Bradley, it's been like 30 or 40 years, and I'm sure for Father that's like no time at all. So he's probably stupid.
Right. But if you're fighting a lot, that probably
but also. Father's interesting. Anyway.
What?
So Bradley shows up and he's like, all right, well, let's go.
I was about to say, I don't think it's who I think. I think it's who I thought of. Yeah.
That kid. Aww. This fucking guy.
Hey, look, my son's alive.
Please, look after her for now.
Do you mind if you just... The dude's fast. You gotta watch out for him.
Oh no! We fucked.
Yeah, that's not great. Oh, and meanwhile, of course, during this time, the doctor's been incapacitated because he was like schlorped up into the ceiling with Jerso. The doctor and Jerso end up falling from the ceiling, so looking injured. So someone else is here too, and
who could it be?
It is Salim Bradley, also known as Pride.
Yeah.
So fake father, fake son are here.
Hooray!
Technically, they're also brothers. Don't think about it. Pride is here, and it's not looking great.
And also, like, unfortunately, we lost the fighter because Hawkeye, while alive, thank God, cannot fight.
Yeah, she's not in a good enough shape. I think May also makes a comment, and she's like, girlfriend, see a doctor, because she needs some help. But she's alive right now. We'll take it.
Heal with alkahestry, but it's not like obviously just like stop the bleeding and like prevent them from like dying, but like that's not gonna like reopen again, or is it, or like this is like a time thing, or doesn't, or no? It's fine.
It's not gonna like fade away, but it might not heal to the point where like if you exacerbate it, might like.
So she should just. We should just get
it. She should take a break, I think,
or get out of there.
Yes. So here's the troubling part, Dara. Do you remember how like Roy Mustang was like, "I'm not doing that shit. Fuck you."
Yeah.
He still feels that way.
Yeah.
But the homunculi are about to pull the cheapest, dirtiest trick that you can imagine.
I'm still kind of confused about this dirty trick.
Sure.
But keep doing a...
So basically what happens is that Bradley goes to fight Mustang, and the fight is going... It's only a couple exchanges long before Wrath takes his swords and plunges it into Mustang's hands and then incapacitates him, basically puts him on the ground like this in... I think it's in that...
It's
not
circle.
in the circle. Yeah, it's in the circle.
We can carve it into our hand again.
Very good. Job well done, Bradley. That's the kind of man I brought you up to be.
Yay!
I'm done with you.
I'm gonna eat you.
Oh, he's hungry. Oh. Wow. And then Pride takes the doctor and he has the doctor with him, and then he uses his shadows to then form an additional circle around that circle, which is transforming that circle to have like the additional kind of aspects that they need from it.
Okay.
So basically what Pride is doing is, one, overtaking the doctor and also technically kind of controlling him. So even though the homunculi can't do alchemy, they're basically just like forcing the human to do like going through the human to do the alchemy. And then of course Mustang being in the circle, they put him there. So they are basically like just human puppeting them to perform human transmutation.
So assault?
Yeah, on several levels.
I thought you needed to like have a like you need like the parts to make a human in order to do that.
No, so human transmutation can be a few things, right? Because
or is that just like a way to open the portal?
They're mostly just a way to open the portal that just involves transmuting a human. It doesn't mean bringing a human back always.
So you don't need to do human transmutation to open the portal, or that like, can you like do other things to?
So, no, human transmutation is what's going to open the portal for you. But human transmutation can be a more expansive definition than just bring someone from the dead. Okay. It just means transmuting a human. So it could be taking a person and making it into something else. Like transforming it into something else, because we see this because this is what happens with the Doctor. Remember when they force Mustang to do this? It just takes the Doctor and just makes him uglier. It makes him into this weird The Thing creature, which is horrifying. Actually,
I thought more of the substance.
Oh yeah!
Did you watch that yet?
No, I refuse to. I can't. I've seen seen images of it though.
You would like it. You just need a buddy.
Yeah, it's a lot for me.
I know.
Anyway, so yes, but pretty much. So Mustang didn't necessarily have to bring somebody back from the dead, but he does have to take a human and then transmute them, which is explained further when like Ed, Al, and Izumi are taken from one location to the other. That's human transmutation, but they're not being taken from the dead to the living or vice versa. They are just taking humans and transmuting them from one state or space to another.
Got it. Okay.
So basically they just are like, haha, here you go. And so they just force him to basically use this fuck-ass doctor guy.
I was really hoping that I wouldn't have to resort to this, but there is no choice. We have run out of time now.
You have, actually.
Whether you like it or not, we're going to force you to open the portal. Prepare yourself.
No, I won't do it.
It's such cheating.
I said it doesn't matter if you want to. Pride has just assimilated an alchemist who possesses knowledge of human transmutation.
Well, that's...
He has the necessary formula.
Double-edged sword here.
He's Satan pinned.
As human Play-Doh and just like make something out of him just to technically have him see the gate and see the truth.
Fun!
So Mustang gets schlorped.
He does.
He gets schlorped because in the way that we saw when Ed was a kid, he got like the truth came out, was and takes him away.
Oh, that's what Mustang is.
Oh, Roy.
But he didn't want to. That's not his fault.
Yeah, that was a cheap trick.
That was cheap. He's gonna be fine, isn't he? No, I'm joking. I know he wasn't gonna be fine. I know what this is.
Colonel!
So yeah.
And then he plops in with our gang. And it's like, hooray, this is a great team. And we gotta get Ella, but that's a great team to have together.
Yeah.
So that we can like fight off father.
Yeah, good thing we have technically 5 if Papa wasn't incapacitated.
Yeah.
Wonderfully capable, able-bodied.
I get it. Like Ed's like doesn't have an arm or like, but like he's.
I know that's very ableist of me.
That's a great arm. We gotta get Al.
Al doesn't have a body.
We gotta get Al back. Unless like I don't know something else bad happened maybe. And like Azumi's a lot better too technically.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, Al's soul's kind of still in transit. Mustang's here, but he's probably fine. He looks mostly fine.
He does, but like I thought
he doesn't look fine.
What did they do to you?
I was flung into a strange place. Into a gateway of some sort.
Aww.
The portal? That means something was taken from you. But your arms and legs are still here.
What was taken from him?
Fullmetal. I don't know how you can expect to see my condition when it's this dark in here.
What do you mean?
It's all dark. It's black. The lights.
Oh no! That was terrible.
I know.
Because remember, you do have to sacrifice something, even if you unconsensually open the portal.
Yes. So even it's really the cheapest dirty trick in the book because he did not consent to it at all. But they forced him to do it, so he still, even though he passed through the truth, to see the truth, you do have to give something up. What did Mustang end up giving up?
Well, first he sees everybody, and he's like, hi, everybody, like, what's going on? And then, like, they're trying to explain to him what's going on, but then Mustang's like, how can you guys see anything? It's really dark in here. Yeah! That was so loud.
Sorry. Yeah, yeah, Mustang's blind now.
Yeah.
Guys. Get it, because Mustang is the man of blind ambition. So he's been blinded by his mission. They actually, like, Father takes the time, and I don't know how I feel about this, because, like, I feel like this is so, it's so obvious, I think, as a viewer, that I feel like it's a little cheap to then, like, have to overly explain this.
Then he lost the sight, or that, like, he didn't actually...
So Father goes through each of the human sacrifices.
The truth can be such a cruel thing. The two brothers who wanted to feel their mother's warmth once more. Their attempt
Way to
to
rub
bring
it
the
in.
dead back to life cost one of them the leg on which he stood, as well as the only family he had left. The other lost his entire body to have it replaced by a suit of
I feel
armor
like
that
he
could
went
feel
somewhere
nothing.
else that might actually be
The
helping
woman
us.
who sought to bring back her only baby was given
Shut the fuck up!
Shut the fuck up!
Again, their children. And then, the man who looked to change his nation had his eyesight taken from him.
Get it?
And now he could no longer see his future.
Get it?
I do get it. I'm upset though.
Who would dare
To, like, explain, like, how the truth ends up, like, taking, and how, like, all of the things that they ended up having taken from them are, like, thematically fitting.
What did
of who
Honam
they are.
got taken away from him? Or is that not...
Well, it's different. Honam was made into a Philosopher's Stone, so he's a little different. He's special.
Okay.
But for Izumi, you know, she wanted to desperately save her child. Everything that was taken from her were basically the organs that she needed to make children. Ed is, you know, he lost the one leg to stand on, and plus the only family that he had left. Al lost his ability to, like, enjoy being alive, essentially. And Mustang, of course, is very ambitious, and he lost his sight.
Even though he didn't want to do it.
Even though he didn't want to do it.
Not even like a thing of just like, oh, I don't want to do it. No, like assaulted to do it.
Yeah.
Most troublesome of the state alchemists we've dealt with.
Hello? You okay?
I think it's fair to say you've had this coming.
You okay, child?
Like he is.
You performed it? Human transmutation?
Well, he didn't do it.
Of course not. You think I would willingly do such a thing?
That's true, he didn't. We had to force him to open the
That's
portal.
true.
Such a cheap
You
fucking
son of a
trick.
bitch.
Worked out me.
Which
now
is
he's blind.
uncomfy.
Can we get his sight back? Because he's not really going to be great. Because, like, how's he going to... I wonder, is it, like, pitch black? Or is it, like, what's, like... I know it's not blind people can see, like, a little bit of light. So maybe... Like,
I think the implication that it's all gone.
Well, fuck.
Yeah. This is fine. It's all
It's
fine.
not, though.
Yeah.
Tell me, you go by Scar. What's your real name?
I have none.
I'm laughing because there's a really funny bit.
I lived it.
You don't say. What a coincidence. I don't know my real name either. It's almost poetic. Two nameless men fighting to the death.
So I skipped ahead a little bit, but once Mustang is outskis from that room, they're like Scar's then left to fight King Bradley, and they both make mention. Bradley says, "Hey, Scar, what's your real name?" And he's like, "I don't got one." And
Fuck you.
And then Bradley's like, "Hey, I don't have one either. We're both guys without names."
Also, did we say Scar got a silent card?
What? Naked eyes?
Alchemist.
Yeah.
Yay. Hey!
In the Fullmetal Alchemist.
Oh yes! Yeah, when we're doing the Fullmetal Alchemist bit, Scar's card is silent. I hope that doesn't mean anything. I'm sure it'll be fine. Dara,
I think he was on my maybe/dead thing.
he was on your maybe dead list. Hold on, I need to show you a video. This is very important to me that I show you this.
Okay.
Um,
Are you gonna send me the video when I edit this?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on, I want to make sure this is it. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Hold on. This is so seriously fun. I'm not sure if you'll enjoy this, but this is a very funny video in the fandom. I think it was made by the people who made the show.
And it says no spoilers.
Yeah, it's literally just from the scene.
Okay.
貴様本当の名は何という
ジュゲムジュゲム五行のすり切れカイジャリ水魚の水魚松雲来松フラ松クーネルところに住むところやぶら工事のブラ工事パイポパイポパイポの修理ガンのグーリンダイのポンポコピーポンポコナーの超救命の長介キム殿私の名もジュゲムジュゲム五行のすり切れカイジャリ水魚の水魚松雲来松フラ松クーネルところに住むところ
I love this video so much.
パイポの修理ガンのグーリンダイのポンポコピーのポンポコナーの超救命の長介というのだよ行くぞジュゲムジュゲム五行のすり切れカイジャリ水魚の水魚松雲来松フラ松クーネルところに住むところやぶら工事パイポの修理ガンのグーリンダイのポンポコピーポンポコナーの超救命の長介来いジュゲム五行のすり切れカイジャリ水魚の水魚松雲来松フラ松クーネルところに住むところやぶら工事ブラ工事パイポの修理ガンのグーリンダイのポンポコピープロ下感だ
That's literally just the video. It's a very good video. I saw it like years ago, and I think about it. Every time I see that scene, I laughed in the reaction because I was thinking about that video specifically. Oh, it's good.
So like, this feels like because like we saw them fighting in the theme song as well. So like, this kind of feels like a final battle. Particularly, they both might die.
True. We'll never know. We will know, just not today. Good times. We also, one of the reasons why I think a lot of the fighting is going on in this room specifically, because they really do not want anybody interfering with what Father is up to.
Right.
So the Fuhrer is making sure that he's stopping people, but now there is a way to get to where Father is. Let's fucking go. Put up your dukes.
Wah, wah, wah. Whoa! What happened?
No.
Fuck yeah!
Hey, Chang.
Hello!
And now my lovely home has a gaping hole in it.
Is that the worst?
It's a sunlight.
He may look different now, but there's no mistaking it.
Mei Chang actually ends up going through there.
Hooray!
So Mei Chang shows up and she's like, yo, what's going on? And then they're trying to figure out a way to get Al back because Al has his armor is there, but his soul has not returned to the army.
Where is Al?
Where is Al? He got stuck at the gate.
Why?
He's taking a detour. Because his body is there.
Oh,
and so he sees his body, and his body's like, oh my god, bro, hey man,
we can
it's
do
us.
it.
Let's get back together.
Yeah.
Well, now you're gonna be useless.
Welcome home, Al.
What happened?
Oh.
I'm a.
Oh.
Your arms. You've grown so thin. Nothing but skin and bones.
You ugly.
It's all you can do just to stand up. I can't.
We could be back together again. Get the band back together. This is great.
It is great.
And Al, and like, so, like, reaches his hand out, and then Al all of a sudden goes like, bruh? And like, takes the arm and is like,
listen, you are skin and bone.
Man, you look like shit.
You do. And like right now, not that I don't want you back, you're real, but like we're in like a life and death battle thing, and like if you come back with me, I'm gonna be useless.
Like literally, here's the thing.
I'm gonna be dead weight.
I can't fight in a body like this.
That's true.
But everyone else is fighting.
You don't want to become one with me again?
Oh,
no, it's not that. For a long time, all I've thought about is getting my body back. And yet, I can't come back to you. I just can't right now.
If you stay in a hospital for like 6 months, you'll be fine.
Strong enough.
I don't have the time for that right now, but like, you know.
Yeah, he's like, oh, we need to win this battle. And well, this is, I think, goes back to a little bit of that conversation we saw in a previous episode before Kimberly died, of Kimberly being like, you can either save the world or you can have your body back. You can't do both. So it's like this echo of this, and I think this is the moment that Al is having right now, is he has to make the choice. Do I get my body back now where I can guarantee that I am in this moment? Or do I save everyone? And you've also mentioned this before, because when you're saying like when we want Al to get his body back, you're like, wait till this is over, because he cannot fight right now.
Yeah.
And Al has to make a really difficult decision. That's like, this is everything I wanted is right in front of me.
Well, I think like not only can he not fight right now, but he's also incredibly dead weight for our team. So like, they're gonna have to like he probably can't walk.
Yeah, so they have to like make sure that he's just stays alive.
They're probably they would need like like, and we don't even have the equipment to keep him alive, if we're being honest. Like, we don't have oxygen or, like, a feeding tube.
Yeah. Good old NG tube. And
Other
IV
tubes.
fluids.
Yeah. Electrolytes.
Oh, yeah. Get him on that Pedialyte, though. And
Sure.
Pediasure. Oh, poor thing. Poor thing. So, yeah. So Al has to, again, he's making it very difficult. He's like, I can't do this. And he has to leave. Like, his body does not stop him. He's like, if that's your choice. And obviously the body's like a little disappointed. He's like, okay.
You want to go back there? You want to go back in that body?
Oh, honey. Oh, honey.
Then I won't stop you.
I mean, I guess. If you don't want me.
Is this like a permanent thing, or can we go back?
He would just need to find a way to get there again, which is difficult.
We're kind of philosophers.
But not impossible.
But he does say, like, I'll come back, which makes me, like, I think, like...
It reminds me of it kind of parallels the scene in which Ed goes through the gate back when he's getting through Gluttony, and he, like, busts through the door, like, I'm coming back for you.
Yeah.
So, hopefully we're coming back for him sooner than later. Please.
I know we only got 4 episodes left, like I said, like, I think, like, I'm going to be happy with the ending.
Yeah.
I just had it. Oh, what? No.
Would you like to share?
I'm questioning if Mustang is going to get his eyesight back. I mean, he can rule if he's blind.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fine.
Yeah. Blind justice.
Right.
Hey.
Like, if we can learn Braille, I think Braille's around.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say, I want to put this out here. We are not saying that anybody is less than for being blind. We're just saying that, like, if you're suddenly blinded, you got a lot of adjustments to do before you learn how to live
very
with
blinded,
that.
like, especially like, during a battle, and like, like because of something that was not your own volition, that is upsetting.
Yeah. Blind people can fight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I trust that any of you could beat the shit out of me at any given point.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you're not, and then you suddenly are, and then you gotta fight. Hold on, let's take some. We need some time.
It is traumatic, but like even people who like have sight for a long time and then like lose it, that is traumatic.
Absolutely.
So
yeah. So Mustang having a bad day.
Yeah.
He having a real bad time.
I also wonder like if he doesn't get his sight back, but then he still becomes like a ruler thing, which I know like he might even go to jail for a bit because of like his plans and stuff.
Yeah.
Even Hawkeye. I don't even know what's gonna happen with that.
We don't. Can
we get through the eclipse first? Because the eclipse is like kind of here.
Eclipse
like it's kind of there. It's like starting.
It's starting.
We got 4 episodes left.
Yeah, man. We got it. We got to do.
We got to maybe like nobody's gonna kiss. I'm upset.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Quick question: who the fuck is that?
He left behind the body he had searched for so long to go and help his friends. My valiant, noble
I think
soul.
they're really gonna be helping out
Your
Lizzie.
vessel, I am very proud of you.
Aww.
But with your selfless return, the world may be plunged into darkness and despair. My Alphonse.
And now, all 5 are here.
Great.
Shit. Yeah, but Al finally returns to his body, and then so Father's like, "Cool, all sacrifices are here."
He returns to his
Let's
mecha suit.
Party, yes, he returns to his mecha suit, not the body that we know better, but his real body's still kind of waiting on him. But that's where we're at. It's time to party, except not because the episode's over.
Question.
Yes.
So once it's like, does the eclipse have a certain point before like the transmutation struggle thing will happen, or like it's like that kind of thing?
What do you mean? Like we have to the eclipse has to reach like totality?
Yeah.
I think that's what they're leaning into.
Also, do people need to, because like with Xerxes, people needed to be there so that the thing would happen, but it kind of feels like not a lot of people are in the correct place at this point because we're busy fighting. So like, and I don't think that like especially like I think Father assumes this fight's gonna end quickly, which is not gonna be the case because like let's face it, we've got a lot of very capable people, and I know he's powerful, but
but also fuck him.
But fuck him, and we've got listen, we've got Ed, who's a great fighter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We've got Al, who's a better fighter.
Yes.
We've got Azumi, who's a housewife and an alchemist.
And a great fighter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know if she's better. She might be better than Al. I don't care.
I don't know. I think it's they go toe to toe.
Okay.
So,
I mean, Honan's kind of fucked. Mustang, not the blind thing, but like he just went through a lot.
Yeah.
In like 20 minutes.
He went through a lot, probably in the last like hour. Because remember, like we're only like maybe an hour removed from like everything he just went through with Envy.
Yeah, like he went through like a whole thing with Envy.
Yeah.
He almost lost his best friend.
Yeah.
Didn't.
Yeah.
Still got to make a sell the truth. That's a lot.
Oh God, yeah. You need a nap after that. You've seen everything there is to see.
And then you're just suddenly blind, and like all you see is darkness. So like I'm not saying he can't fight, and he is a great fighter, so we could need him.
Yeah.
But like I feel like he needs a minute.
Yeah.
Mei Chang, great fighter.
Mei Chang, we love her.
Yes.
Great fighter.
And like I think Father doesn't understand alchemy enough.
Yeah.
So I think that might be an advantage. And then we got some chimeras.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
I think we've got a great team.
Yeah.
We should Mustang. Hopefully Mustang will be like, I'm traumatized right now, but fuck it.
Yeah, we're gonna suppress these feelings until it's time.
At least for like another hour. And then go to therapy.
I'll find a therapist after this.
I would love if they did. I think they did that in the episode of The Last of Us where they had the main character go to therapy.
I remember that was an episode of, did I talk about this on the show before?
I think
so.
Back
when Young Justice was a thing.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, it was great. That's a really cool episode.
Yeah, isn't that like half the plot of The Sopranos? Where Tony Soprano's like a mob boss and he goes to therapy?
Yeah, honestly, we love that. Love the growth.
I mean, there was like a show about therapy, but like that's not the point. But also...
Anyway, any other thoughts on this episode?
That was a lot.
That was a lot, man. That was a lot. It was a lot. I'm good.
Are you?
Yeah. It is terrible because I'm like fair right now, but I have seen this more than once before. But it still gets me every
time. Did you say you've seen like the beginning stuff more than the...
Yeah.
Also, I was thinking about this. Is the Mustang Hawkeye relationship just as good in 2003 as it is here?
Ooh. Probably not. It's not bad.
Yeah.
But like
I do kind of find it interesting how like
some parts of it.
I do kind of find it interesting with like anime, like they don't focus on romance unless I'm assuming it's like
unless you're watching a romance, yeah.
I do actually want to watch a romance anime. It seems like fun.
Oh yeah?
I would go for it.
All right. I'll make some notes for you.
Yeah, but I do kind of like how like if it's not the case and like we focus on like the friendship because I feel like that's not like enough and I feel like that can be like even more powerful than like romance. So I kind of
the power of friendship.
Yes, like I said, like they're like the way that they're hugging each other. It's like you could tell it's like two like who love each other deeply, like friendship, but also kiss.
Oh, they should kiss. Anyway, what do you want some trivia?
I guess
this episode is adapted from content in chapters 101 and 102 of the manga.
8 chapters left.
8?
So I said 8.
Yeah. The transmutation array that appears in the background of this episode's title card is the Flame Alchemy Sigil, which appears on Red Mustang's gate. Oh, it shows up on his version of the gate. Anyway, the scene in which the King Bradley candidates are taken down is slightly altered in this episode, with May and Roy delivering non-lethal blows. It's Darius and the rest of the Chimeras that finally put the candidates out of commission in the anime. Oh, that makes sense. Altered in this episode. Out of commission. This is written weirdly. Which one's the manga? Which one's the anime? I think it makes sense for the Chimeras to do it on like a narrative level because it's like the scene where Alphonse is being dragged back into the metal body mirrors Edward's meeting with Al's body from episode 26, which I mentioned.
Oh, that was so long ago. Well, so much just happened.
It really just feels like it just happened. But anyway.
I think there was like another thing that happened where, oh my god, I don't even remember, but like, maybe it was like when like we revealed Pride and like something else happened and then it was like, that just happened.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
I think it was like, no, we were reading comments on it and I'm just like, wait, that just like, wait, we're going to comments on that now? Like I feel like that happened a million years ago.
Yeah, it's so interesting. But this show really moves.
It does.
It moves. And it
definitely did slow. Because I think he said like the first like 14 episodes, like that super moves because like we're just trying to get past like 2003 before we're going to break. And it does felt like it slowed down a bit.
Yeah. But it's still moving pretty fast. Not like too fast. I don't think it speeds through things. But like things are happening and like one after the other. So we don't really get like a lot of breather fillery episodes. Like we're plot all the way, baby.
So in conclusion, we're at the eclipse. Some characters are fucked. I'd say the majority are a bit fucked, but they're also will not. They will fight till the end.
Exactly.
Can we get Hohenheim back? Because he's a good fighter.
Yeah, he
would be good for the team.
Is good. So we should do that.
I do kind of. It would be funny if like he's like because he has all the unionized souls.
Yeah.
So like if they would like just like during the fight they just like kind of like punch like the souls like kind of can like punch out a father that he just explodes.
Ow! That would be funny.
He's like unionizing all of the other souls that are in. Bonus like doing that while he's busy being slurped.
He's like creating whole union meetings while he's like inside a father. He's like, and I think that we should ask for. I think that's very good. Any other thoughts before we close out?
A lot. I do.
Yeah.
We gotta wait a long time before finishing it. Yeah. I'm happy that according to this we're finishing it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I kind of like, and I'm waiting for the part for me to be satisfied. I do think that like this episode was when we hit bottom for our mains, which means that like it can only kind of go up from here.
Hopefully, we start kind of like creeping back up.
I do kind of think some people are going to come out as like physically scarred, but I think physically like alive, mentally different story.
Yeah, we'll work that.
I wouldn't mind like a nice like Lord of the Rings ending where technically like Frodo's like alive and like did all the good things, but he's really not okay mentally.
Yeah,
and then just like fucks off.
Yeah. Don't we all wish to fuck off?
But then all the hobbits are fucked up because like it was like the part where they're in the pub at the end, and then they're just like, "Yep."
Yeah.
We did just see some stuff, didn't we?
We did just see some stuff. I read the opening paragraph for next episode. It's a scene I'm excited to see, but we won't get there for.
Are you gonna go feral again?
No, it's not a.
We gotta go to Tennessee first.
Yeah. No, it's more like that's funny.
Great.
But we gotta keep it light.
Do we? Have you seen these last episodes?
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna have things to say after, but I think this is a good place to close out the episode. How long we've been talking?
1 hour and 10.
That makes sense. That's fair.
It was funny. The first episode before this was only like 28 minutes long.
Oh shit! Fuck. Oh. All right.
I'm really excited to end this episode.
Let's end this episode. All right. Thank you so much.
I wasn't saying end. I was saying edited.
Oh. Do you want to end the episode?
That too.
All right, let's end this episode. Thank you so much for watching. We usually do a comment corner here, but guys, we are out of comments, so leave some comments.
Guys, we're near the end.
Especially on this video, because I want to see what you think.
Are you going to laugh at us?
Yeah, tell me about your ships. Tell me about what's the best ship in this show. That's what I want you to tell me what the best ship in this show is. And why. Am I right? Am I wrong? I'm right.
Alan May.
You are so valid for that.
I don't even ship them that much. I think they're kind of fun.
They are fun. I just really like Mei Chang. She's a sweetheart.
I was about to say Ed and Winry, but that feels like basic ship.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good ship. We like the ship. It's a good ship.
I don't know if I ship anybody else, though.
I'm sure some people... I would have to see... besides those major ones, I don't know what other people are shipping out here. That's not true. I do, but I'm not saying it, because y'all are gross and weird.
Ling and Lanfan.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Also, I think I might have thought that... Oh my god, I forgot his name. The other Ishvalan guy. He's like in the army. Miles?
Major Miles, yeah.
Yeah, Miles and Olivia were kind of...
I don't know. They were playing at some Olivia.
I'm not saying they're in love. I'm just saying like maybe sometimes like it's cold out, you need like a nice warm body.
Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot to mention this. I think when was this in the last episode when Buccaneer dies? Like, and he's like having his little talk about like how about like dying, kicking the bucket. And then he sees like the blue skies, which is like a callback to when he and Olivia are having that conversation after he comes back from the tunnel. And like, they're looking at the blue skies.
I guess I could ship them. I guess I would
have to ship them. But...
I wouldn't be surprised if Olivia fucks some of the men. Just like out of
I don't think she gives a shit about that. I don't think she needs to. She could if she wanted to.
No, yeah, like if she wants to.
Anti-fraternization. So,
right, but if you're just like up there alone, like it's just like you guys always pay attention.
Wild. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode. Of course, don't forget to leave comments because I want to know about your favorite ships in this show specifically. If you have other favorite ships that you want to shout out, go ahead and do that. I would like to hear it. You can also like and then subscribe. We would really appreciate that. If you like us on YouTube, you can also listen to our audio-only podcast on Apple Podcast and Spotify, which is very cool. And you can also follow us on a variety of social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. We are at Wetty Clothes on there. We also have a Patreon. Dara, what's on Patreon?
We've got monthly live streams. Don't know when this is coming out, so I can't say. We have monthly live streams.
Yeah.
Where we will either just like watch a movie or we'll chat. Sometimes we'll play games. Sometimes we'll watch a couple movies and do like, I mean, usually during the holidays we'll do like a double or triple feature that are like 5 hours long. Those are fun.
Those are a good time.
But we're not there yet.
Yeah, we are not there yet.
We've got our spin-off show, First Section or Fan Reaction, where we watch a show that either we both have seen or neither of us have seen. We're watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, which you both have seen. Some of us like a few times, some of us 10 million times. You're the 10 million.
Yeah.
And we have a couple ideas, I think, for like reacting to shows that either are not going to fit our format because maybe they get blocked and give us a strike.
Anytime that we try to post them. Guys, it's not because we don't want to give you content. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't like us.
Although I will say, because I think like definitely like some older reactions that we had that were just reactions, like Orphan Black and like Legend of Korra when we started doing those reactions, like some of those that got blocked on YouTube, they are on Patreon, but and they are, since they were meant to be public, they are public. So if you just want to go on Patreon and like watch them, they're there. You can watch it.
Yeah.
Also, I think that's the main stuff that's public there.
Awesome. Great. Well, thank you so much for listening and or watching and or both or whatever. We're still going to be talking about Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood as we are in the final stretch next time with episode 60, Eye of Heaven, Gateway of Earth.
What?
And episode 61, He Who Would Swallow God.
What?
Exactly. Until next time, I'm Kim Clothier.
I'm Dara Whitman.
Peace.
Joining our father.
Fuck
Although,
off.
Oh, we got a good team down there.
Vouch for his physical well-being.
But
take a good look. See what kind of shape I'm in right now.
I know we're fucked.